Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled amidst rolling hills, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel was known throughout the village for his perpetual frown and a heart burdened by problems and sufferings. His face seemed etched with the lines of his constant worries. One day, Daniel decided he couldn't bear it any longer and sought out the wisdom of the village's elderly Zen master, Master Ryu. The wise old man was known far and wide for his ability to impart life-changing lessons through seemingly simple actions. With a heavy heart, Daniel approached the Zen master and poured out his tale of woe. He spoke of his financial struggles, his failing health, and his troubled relationships. Master Ryu listened with utmost patience, his eyes filled with understanding. Without uttering a single word, Master Ryu reached into a small pouch hanging from his robe and handed Daniel a handful of salt. Daniel's perplexed expression mirrored his inner confusion. He wondered if this magical salt held the key to washing away all the pain and suffering in his life. Master Ryu, with a serene smile, gestured for Daniel to follow him to a nearby well. Once there, he instructed Daniel to pour the salt into a glass of water and drink it. Though skeptical, Daniel complied. He took a sip, and his face contorted with disgust. "How does it taste?" inquired the master, curiosity twinkling in his eyes. "Disgusting, not good at all," replied Daniel, spitting out the salty water. Master Ryu chuckled softly, a gentle and knowing laughter. He then motioned for Daniel to accompany him to the edge of a tranquil lake nestled amidst the village. Together, they approached the sparkling waters, and Daniel, under the master's guidance, emptied the remaining salt into the lake. "Now, drink the water from the lake," instructed the master. Daniel bent down, cupped his hands, and took a sip of the lake's water. It was cool, refreshing, and free of any salty taste. He drank deeply, savoring the purity of the lake's water. "How does it feel now?" the master asked, watching Daniel closely. "It is perfect. I can't taste any salt," Daniel replied, his eyes bright with contentment. Master Ryu sat down next to the troubled young man, gently taking his hands into his own. He spoke with a soft, reassuring voice. "The pain in life is like pure salt, Daniel. It remains constant, unchanging, but the amount we taste, the depth of our suffering, depends on the container we put it into. When you are in pain, my dear friend, you have a choice. You can choose to be like the glass, small and fragile, allowing the pain to overwhelm you. Or you can be like this vast lake, deep and boundless, where pain can dissolve, losing its bitterness. Enlarge your sense, Daniel. Make your heart bigger with compassion, understanding and empathy. Stop being the glass and try being the lake. Then the troubles in your life will not cause you much suffering." With those words, Daniel's eyes filled with understanding. He realized that the key to finding peace and happiness in life lay not in changing his circumstances, but in changing himself. He began to cultivate a heart as vast and accepting as the lake, and slowly but surely, his problems and sufferings seemed to dissolve just like salt in the boundless waters of the lake. And so, in that quiet village, the young man named Daniel learned the profound wisdom of Master Ryu, that it's not the troubles in life that define us, but how we choose to hold them within our hearts that truly matters. From that day forward, his perpetual frown turned into a smile, and his life transformed into one of contentment and serenity.